So guys, this feels like deja vu, honestly, because I remember no more than what, 8 months ago, 6 months ago, probably 8 months. Anyway, I did a whole bunch of videos showing you guys how I tore apart the bell housing, drive shaft in order to get access and rebuild the clutch and everything. Guess what? We're back in again. The reason being, as I said before, is I want to start from scratch, which is pulling everything out from not only the pressure plate, the clutch, as well as the flywheel. I want to check to make sure everything is in line and perfect. Obviously, it was, it lined up right because I was able to get the bell housing in and everything was there. But I got to check again. Maybe I'm off by, say, a centimeter, a millimeter, I don't know, but I gotta check to make sure that everything's right. So that way, when I do put things back together, we can test the clutch again and hoping that's my problem. Because let's be honest, the engine itself is good. The clutch itself shifts unless my transmission is shot. Which, if you guys know, you guys tell me, how do you tell if a transmission is good or bad? Because as you guys, I can feel, I'm switching gear to gear, so I don't think any of my gears are grinding or anything like that. With that being said, it doesn't mean that it could be a good transmission. Maybe I've been fighting a bad transmission all this time, redoing, taking things out, putting things back in. Maybe I'm just redoing a lot of the work just because of a bad transmission. I hope that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? So that's my current struggle is not that there are too many options for it going wrong, but more or less is I can't figure it out. Okay? I really can't. And so I'm just trying every angle, every step, and to be honest with you guys, this is part that I'm struggling. Not the hey, how do you do it? I mean, we all could figure these pieces out. A little bit of research, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We can figure it out. But the dilemma is after doing everything that you think you're doing right, but yet it just doesn't work. It's frustrating, I'll be honest with you guys. So there's my drive shaft. I'll be honest. Sometimes it just, I'm not saying it overwhelms me. Don't, because I like it. I like the stress. I like the challenge. So that's not it. But sometimes it's just much harder, And I'm sure you guys you guys have experienced this as well, where you're working on a project car, and it doesn't have to be a Z4, it doesn't have to be a Z3. It could be anything. It could just be anything. However, you think you got everything lined up, you think you got everything right, but it's not. So I take time to look back. I take time to do more research. Maybe this, maybe that. And once I figure this out, it's gonna be so awesome. You know what I mean? It's a high that is no other. Okay? However, while you're going through it, while I'm going through it, it is a tough battle, my friend. And you would think every car is the same, but it's not. Every car has their uniqueness, their I won't say their flaw, but their characteristic that makes it work. Right? So I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna take apart, as I said, the pieces, check over everything once, twice. I'll just keep doing it till I get it right. But this time around, what I'm gonna do is I'll put everything back. For example, I'll put the clutch, the plate, everything back. I'll put the transmission back in. and I'll put it in place. This time around though, I'm not gonna connect to the drive shaft. I'm not gonna connect the exhaust. So I'm gonna test it to make sure that I can, shift the way I should be. And if I don't, guess what? I didn't put everything back together. You know what I mean? And I think that was my initial mistake, is that I assumed that if everything fits, that everything is gonna work right, and that's not the case. This is the third time I've torn this apart. And for you guys who are pretty good at repairs, this is probably nothing for you guys. You guys probably see this, you guys probably figure it out. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you get around it. Keep in mind, I'm still learning, right? I mean, I get the basics and I get how to do it because I've done it to a few cars already. However, that doesn't mean that everything is that goes right will go right. Okay, so if you guys have thoughts, if you guys have suggestions, put it in the comments below, please, because part of this is I'm learning on the fly, but part of it is you guys helping with your experience as well, right? And all said and done, months from now, when we look back at this is going to be one of those learning curve for me to, like one of those lesson learned of how to be better when it comes to the BMW series, at least, right? So that's it for now. It's a struggle, but the good news for me is this is the struggle that cost me no money. Well, no money being, I've already spent for a new clutch set. I've already spent for all the parts to take it apart and put it back together the last few times. So I'm not spending any more money than that. Well, at least not yet. I'm hoping I could figure out what's going on. I hope I don't have to buy a new clutch, which will set me back probably between $100 to $200. But I just don't want to keep wasting a few $100 every single time. You know what I mean? It just is wasteful. But that could be one of my concerns as well, is that maybe this Lux clutch set isn't perfect, even though it seems to be, mating up well, not perfectly, but mating up enough. No matter what, I will make it work. I don't want to strip this down. I just want to prove that we can get this up and going. And if you guys put comments, suggestions where you can help me fix this, I'll give you guys credits, obviously, right? Because you're helping me here. Okay? So that is it for now. I will make more videos later on. All right.